Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show, and welcome back to another Friday Arduin review. This is going to be part 2 of Arduin Eternal, as Arduin enters the 4th generation. This is the 4th generation of the Arduin universe. And as you guys remember, last time I left off at about page 200. This is an 800-page book, so it's going to take me a little bit to get through it all, but I went through the next 200 pages, and mind you, that was only 2 chapters, Paths and Skills, and I'm going to talk about that real quick, and then let you guys get on with your weekend. The first part is Paths. These are like things you can add to your characters in addition to its race and its profession. There are things like the Alchemist, where mages, priests, courtiers, psychics, sages, traders, technos can all decide to go down. And when you take a path, it gives you various path options. It does have, however, prerequisites, like the aforementioned character professions. You must be one of them, and then have the opportunity and the ability to go down a path. And each path, like I said, has all kinds of different options. You get between 2 or 3 options when you pick a path, and you can always swap back to your profession as opposed to staying on a particular path. But you have the Alchemist, the Assassin, which I like that, because I think multiple professions could technically decide to become an assassin. Maybe it's just for a little while. Maybe it's now going to be the focus of your character's life. The Beastmaster, which is going to be also the name of the movie we will be reviewing this Sunday with the Cigar DM, so shameless plug right there, kind of built in. The Forester, the Herbalist, the Highwayman, the Martial Artist, which I like also because it allows multiple professions, even the Mage, to decide to suddenly go down a path of learning the martial arts and deciding to not just rely on his spells or his dagger or his staff, but to be able to, use his fist and his feet, elbows, etc., to be able to defend himself, especially, against just regular people, as opposed to trying to karate chop an orc. The Rune Singer, the Saint, the Star-Powered Mage, which is one of Arduin's most memorable character types. They are mages that literally have a gem on their forehead that's surgically implanted and allows them to gather starlight energy and use it to power their magic. And of course, with the history of Arduin, they are oftentimes the bad guys in history, or at least throughout history. The Witch Hunter, another one of my favorites. I'm hoping to someday soon get to run a Witch Hunter or a type of Inquisitor, sort of a Solomon Kane type of character. I've always wanted to do that. I've played many Inquisitors before in things like 40K, etc. Then, Chapter 5, that being Skills. And before I go on, just to give you an idea, this is a picture of David A. Hargrave himself running from a xenomorph, because yes, xenomorphs are in the monster section. I think it's quite humorous and appropriate, because at the time it was a huge hit in the theaters, and how could you not want to throw a big ugly monster like a xenomorph into your campaign, even if just for a one shot or something like that. But again, to demonstrate the lovely black and white artwork throughout this book. Then on to the skills section. There are, if you look, this huge chunk of the book is all skills. And I'm not going to go through all of them, but I will go over some of the aspects of having a skill. There's the modifier attribute. Specialization is a possibility. Of course, how to make skill checks and oppose skill checks, as if someone is trying to prevent you from doing what you're doing, which is, always a thing that could possibly happen in your games. Knowing when skill checks are made, second or additional skill checks. If you fail the first time, you can try again. And also improving your skills through the equivalent of experience point expenditure. All of the game rules and mechanics are a little too complex to go through in a short video like this. But let's move on to give you some examples of the skills. Acrobatics. Athletics, kind of a basic. Business. So you can play papers and paychecks if you so desire. Cast, which is a magical ability skill. Ceremony, again, another magic skill. Channel, again, magic. Clandestine, as in doing sneaky stuff. Disguise, etc. Sleight of hand, things like that, all lumped into that skill. Combat, various combat maneuvers, etc. Crime, which obviously includes things like browbeat, kidnapping, security systems, gutter rook, nothing is safe, criminal hands. So as you can see, all the skills are actually a more than just a one trick pony. You can do many different things, and these are all codified within the skill section here. Engineering, entreaty. There's a lot of weird ones that I'm skipping over. Guard, knowledge, different areas of expertise and knowledge. Lorica, no idea what that one was. Manufacture includes things like salvaging and retooling. Craftsman, enrich, masterpiece, things like that. When it comes to the time that your characters want to start building things on their own. Medical, meditation, perform, which obviously the Curtsian and things like bards and other characters would have. Piloting, I'm assuming that's for vehicles. Recon, ride, of course. Self-control, shield use, social, style. What was this one? This one sounds interesting. Underworld, which includes things like cold reading, fast talking, legalese, gate watch, break, contraband, ISAW, that's a weird one. Fake documents, interrogation. Then the urban skill, street smarts, things like that all going together. Weapon, as in weapon proficiencies, wilderness and wilderness survival. And then you come to chapter 6, which is a relatively small chapter. I guess I read that also because of my bookmark. It includes the different types of weapons, obviously, and armor. But it also has a very nice section. And mind you, each piece of equipment has a short description in case you don't know what a rapier is or some of the other exotic weaponry that are here. Tables that include all the pertinent information so that you can look that up quickly and then write it down on your character sheet. Armor, same thing, lots of descriptions, a few illustrations, and then a really, really nice long section of general equipment, lodging and food, transportation, etc. And we come to page 402 of the gigantic phone book of Arduin Eternal. I will be back next Friday with the next 200 pages of this book. And if you guys don't already have it and you're interested in this book or any other book, make sure you go head on over to Emperor's Choice and make sure you let them know Shadow and Sun sent you. As of yet, I don't have any sort of discount code for you guys. I'm working on that. And if you want to wait, I don't blame you, because I definitely want to find a way to get you guys a little bit of a discount for going over there and promoting this product, because I stand behind it 100%, and will do whatever I can to make sure the next version of Arduin comes out better than the previous versions, and that it will be a game for you guys all to remember for a good long time. So until then, have a great weekend. Can't wait to see you guys over at Max's Chill Stream over on 10 Cars Tavern. I'm going to visit both sites shortly after I make another really quick video to promote a good friend of ours. I'm hoping you guys can stick around and see that one as well. But for the most part, I plan on hanging out with Max until the wee hours of the evening. So from all of us at Shadow and Sun, have a great weekend, and good night.